Hey, what's up? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to another edition of Relationship Recap. I'm your girl, Crystal Jordan, and we are here for a little midweek catch up, little midweek um, tete to tete on Ready to Love, and just some other things that my co-host and I want to talk about with you guys. Let me get him. Let me get him in frame. Hold on. Let's get Scorpio Moe in the building here. Okay. Oh, okay.
Just came back from hugging a tree. What's up? Woo! What's happening? What's happening, everybody?
So petty. So petty. Hey, Monique. Hey, Miss Keezer Soos. Okay. All right.
What's up, people? What's up? How y'all?
We need some more people to get in. We got a good show tonight. We got a really good show tonight. I'm excited about it. We got a good show. We got a great guest that I am excited. Hey, Marriott, about joining us tonight. So I thought since we have a guest coming, I want to jump into anything else we need to talk about prior to Ready to Love. And I just got to say, first of all, disclaimer, if you haven't seen Love is Blind, the latest released episode, plug your ears or put your computer or your phone on mute.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
And closed caption if you got it. Put that on mute too.
Okay, McDiana says she is a tree.
Interesting. Okay. We starting early. We're starting early with the flirting. Okay, I see.
Yeah. I have never. Well, you know what? It's always been women. You guys are into shooting your shot, and I am not mad at you. I mean, there are some very friendly. We have some friendly friends on this channel. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Who have brought a different energy to the page. What's up, DeQueezy? So anyway, yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen Love is Blind,
woo,
close your ears because I don't want to. Crystal gave us a spoiler. We're gonna have to talk just a quick minute about AD and Clay, which is really why we're here. We knew that Amy and what's the gentleman's name? It is. Is it Johnny?
I think so. No. We get to them. We're gonna stick to listen. I can't remember all the people.
Okay, so we're gonna focus on AD,
and Clay.
Thank you so much, Smack to you. Let me know what she thinks about that. Thank you for that XO in the chat, Cachet. What's up, Blondie Monique? Yes, I thought it was. So Johnny and Amy, we know they were good. I'm happy for them. I think they actually are legit, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about AD and Clay. Now, I'm gonna ask you, because I was talking to one of my girlfriends earlier today, and I said, I want to be mad at Clay, but I really don't know what he could have done to make this go differently. Because, and I want to ask you, I'm going to ask you, because in the pods, if you like a person's conversation, you like the way they sound, you hear that they were a cheerleader, you probably have, things in your head about what that person looks like. So whether or not they're your type, he did say that he wanted to be attracted to whoever he was married to, right? And I feel like, this is just my opinion, I feel like he was not necessarily physically attracted to her when he saw her. I feel like on the honeymoon, he was trying to throw out little things. But my point is this. If he told her right when he saw her, I'm not really into this, after going through the pods and choosing her, people would have been mad. If he told her on the honeymoon, people would have been mad. Watching her at the altar and him say no was heartbreaking. I mean, literally, I could feel her pain. I felt so bad. But I feel like Chat and Mo, honestly, I don't know when he could have done it that we would not have been mad at him. it never feels good for someone not to want you the way you want them. It never feels good. It's never right. I am glad that he did not marry her just for the hype and then, you know, end up wasting her time. Derica said he should have done it like Jimmy. That's true, but I mean, people. You see, Chelsea was just as hurt, right? Well, maybe not just as hurt because she wasn't all dressed up, but she was very hurt. So I want to ask you, Mo, in your opinion, what would you do now that you are a little bit more seasoned in that situation? If you come out of the pods, from the time you come out of the pods, because you may not have gone in the pods, but say you went into the pods, you connected with this girl, you loved her energy, you were excited, you get out of the pods, and it may not be exactly what you're attracted to. What do you do?
Woo! Well, first of all, you don't let it go on for that long. Let's get to that.
Okay.
Way too long. Even with Jimmy, and you don't get to live it. You went back to the crib and you start saying all these sweet things. You knew. I don't care that. Now maybe you were trying to force yourself to see if you can change your mind, but
yeah, I think maybe you don't think he was trying to maybe convince himself?
No, that's what I mean. Maybe you can change your own mind.
Right.
So, but you still knew before people were buying suits and garments to like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's bigger than it's at the end of the day, it's about you, but you got other people involved now. So now there's even you have to stop being selfish, and more importantly, you have her.
Yeah.
So he did it, and yeah, he maybe shouldn't have went. He should have stopped where Johnny stopped, but still, he knew before then. He knew when I told you, he said to her, he said, I hope I could be. Once you start talking like that,
he said, I don't want to disappoint you.
Once you start to, I know what that means. And I was just waiting for it. But I'm keep it real with you. I thought he was gonna go all the way anyway, and maybe a month later divorce. I didn't know he was going to, because to add insult to you embarrassed that woman in front of her family. Come on, big. Come on, man.
I think he was trying to convince himself. I think he was trying to convince himself. I also think that he does have some trauma from his mother and his father. We're gonna do the whole thing after the reunion, because I want to unpack. We don't have time for that today because we got some other stuff to talk about. But I want to unpack that.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm telling you right now. If she looked pretty, all the trauma he went through with his father watching his pops do that to his moms and all that. If she was pretty, we wouldn't even be talking about that. I'm telling you, that's what.
Let me ask you this. I understand what you're saying, and I will defer to you on that. But yeah. I wonder, even if he got into the relationship, do you think that even if he's in a relationship with a woman that he is attracted to, what he saw and what happened to him would still affect him in that relationship?
It can go either way. When you see that, you're either going to do one or two things. You're going to be a better person. You're going to be like, I'm not going to be like that. Or you'll be just like that. No one can decide that but you and your journey. There's guys out there that never had a father, and become the best father in the world. So I don't use that as an excuse. It all depends on the person's character. It can go either way. If it goes the other way, you're going to be like, you're better than your father. If it goes the same way, you're the same as your father. And people do it all the time. There's guys out there who are great fathers that had a bad father. So I don't really, it depends on his character. That either way you flip, it could go either way.
I just think that it could go either way, but I think if you want to heal, you recognize the trauma, you could keep it from going the wrong way. And I think anybody who was taken with their father while their father cheated on their mother, you saw the father teared up. Like I said, we got to unpack that another time. Let's do. And I want to bring Coach LaTanya or somebody on here to do that because that's a whole different thing. But tonight we're going to have Jonathan and is going to join us. He's actually backstage. He's getting ready to join us in a few seconds. Before we bring Jonathan on, because we got a lot to talk about from his experience. Ready to Love, and then tonight what's going on. Make sure before we get into this, you guys go ahead and like and share this so other people can hear Jonathan's story, Christal and Scorpio Moe style, right? What's up, LaRon? We want to make sure that you guys can hear it our way. So, regardless of how other people do interviews, this is our little flavor on it. But I want to give my dating tip really quickly. Or should we bring Jonathan in to do our dating tips?
Oh Lord, why you tell me we was doing this part?
I said that earlier. I said we need to do that dirty dating tips first.
Did not tell me this.
You want to wait and do them with him?
Yeah, because just in case I ain't got one, he might have one. Well, no, we might not want one from him. I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? Without further ado,
let's hear yours.
No, we got to do it together.
All right. Well, you do that. I'm gonna think of one.
Yeah, think of yours. Let it marinate. Think of yours during the time. Let's see if we can bring. Right now, Jonathan's not on camera, so I think he may be waiting for a few minutes. So let's let him get on camera. Let's let him get on camera, and then we will jump into that. But you know what? While we're waiting for him to get on camera, let's see a little clip. You guys go ahead and like this now. Go ahead and like and share so we can get into this. But I'm going to play a clip from Friday's episode, and we're going to get into that, and then bring our good guest up. All right? Does that work?
Let's go.
All right. Let's. Christal should have been ready. Let's get ready.
Wait, what? Is it shot o'clock? It's shot o'clock. I want to take this shot real quick to all my beautiful black people. Yeah. And let's kill this journey. We're going to have a great time tonight. And let's turn the F up.
Let's have a dance off.
What we trying to... I'm gonna get my bonnet. This is what I do. This is the party. I want to get out here. Got my bonnet on. I'm feeling good. Oh my God, Alonzo, don't put that bonnet on. Stop kissing no to this
Whoa, what's up? What's up? Welcome. First of all, welcome, Jonathan.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. What's good, homie? How y'all doing?
We are great. We are great.
Already.
It's good to see you. You were our surprise after our commercial break with the sleepover that Ready to Love had. Again, another sleepover. I don't know why Tommy keeps doing these sleepovers. I don't know. It's always like something always happens at the sleepover. Every single sleepover. Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston. The first Houston, they were all at a resort. It was I bet it was fun, Luron. I bet it was fun. Jonathan, are you all calling yourselves bottle boys? Is that what's happening?
That's just something me and LeBron got going on, man. We call ourselves bottle boys. Just a form of camaraderie.
Okay.
Just being guys. Bottle boys in the building. That's just our little thing we got going on. So.
Okay. Well, all right, Scorpio Moe, maybe you can get in on that.
Oh, the bottle boys?
Yeah.
Hey, LeBron you say he's coming, right? Next month, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the day. Yeah, absolutely. I
Bottle
got a red cup. We cool.
Well, again, we want to welcome Jonathan. I'm glad we got you here. You have not been with us for a couple of weeks, but it's still we got time today. We're on a Wednesday, so we can go back and talk a little bit about your experience because you were there for quite a few weeks. This season has gone very differently, I think, than most people thought. A lot of people have been let go that we didn't expect to be let go. A lot of people are there that we didn't expect to be there. So before we get into your experience, did you predict things going the way they are right now since you've been gone? Are you surprised at who's left and who stayed? Are you kind of knew from being behind the scenes this is how it's going to go?
No, I kind of I'm not gonna say surprised, but it wasn't like it. I can't even say it. It did not catch me by surprise who's still there, even though I left or whatever. So the fact those that are still maintaining and somewhat building a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no telling what we're going to see this coming Friday, So, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, But we'll see what happens this come Friday.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Is there anybody that is gone that you did not expect to leave besides yourself?
Well, weeks before me, it was Laylin. I did not expect her to leave so early.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly.
Right.
But other than that, no, that was the only one really.
Okay. You know what? I will say, I'm gonna go on record and say I really hate that she left. I thought she was a great addition to the show. She seemed mature, very beautiful, just a little bit, kind of like she reminded me a little bit of Vanessa, like they could have been cool, but I hate, hopefully she'll get a chance to come back on another season if she wants to, because it really was sad. We didn't get a chance to really see her interact or anything like that. So yeah.
Are you originally from Texas?
Born and raised, Dallas, Texas. Cowboy Nation.
Okay.
Baby. Born and raised, Dallas, Texas, man. So
okay. Cool.
That's what's up. Well, let's start at the beginning. Like, what was it? Had you seen Ready to Love? Because I'm gonna tell you, Jonathan, most people come on here and they tell us they never saw the show before. They didn't know what to expect. They were totally surprised. And it's just hard to believe that after this many seasons, people would sign up for a show they've never seen before. So, with that being said, what made you sign up for Ready to Love? What were your expectations from the show?
Well, first, you had it right the first time. I've never seen an episode of Ready to Love prior.
Okay.
Never. It just wasn't it's not a part of my palette like it used to.
Right.
As far as reality TV goes.
Okay.
So I went in there blinded and not really knowing what to expect, but all I knew is I could just be myself and just see where it leads me from there. So somebody from the production crew, I don't remember their names, but they reached out to me, seeing if I'm interested, want to be a part of the show. And I was a little skeptical about it. I'm like, reality TV, man. I've seen it all before, right? But something clicked and said, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. And I did what I needed to do, got past all the interviews. Next thing you know, I'm casted. So, that's pretty much how it went. And I had a great time. I had a great experience.
Okay. From
cool people.
Question, from your last relationship to them contacting you to the show, what is the gap in between that time? What is the time between that?
Probably December, early January of last year. And so between December, New Year's, early January is when they reached out to me. Then we started filming about March.
Well, how long, were you in a relationship, or what was the last time you was in a relationship before?
Yeah, how long was it?
Before that, I've already been single. I was currently recently, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for 2.5 years up until the show.
Okay.
So I was already out, just, single, doing what I want to do, mingling, dating, whatever you might want to call it. So, but I've been single for 2.5 years prior to the show.
Okay. That's what I'm on. Okay.
Let me ask you this. Well, first of all, how long were you married?
I was married for 2.5 years. I was with her for 7 years total. So 2.5 years, legally, and then 2.5 years after. So
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. 2.5 years after you guys got divorced, you were still together?
No, I'm saying I was married 2.5 years, got divorced. I've been single for 2.5 years.
Gotcha.
And then boom, the show popped off.
Okay. Let's talk about dating in Dallas, because I know that dating in Dallas is a little bit different. I feel like, I lived in Dallas for a short period of time. But I feel like it's different in different cities. Like we get a different culture with each version of Ready to Love, right? So let's talk about after you were divorced, those 2.5 years, what was the dating experience like? Were you ready to date initially? Did you kind of stay away from it? Did you jump back in? Like, what's that 2.5 years look like?
Well, I started dating a year after my divorce was finalized, just to see what's going out there, see if I'm able to get in a relationship. And boy, these women in Dallas, man, they're expensive, Me wanting to get to know somebody, we got a restaurant out here called Gloria's. It's a little Mexican spot. Chill, affordable, let me just get to know you, wow, shoot the stuff, right? One girl told me, she said, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go to Tower Club, which is a more high-end restaurant on the first date. And I'm like, I don't know you to be, spending that type of paper and things like that. Like, let me just figure you out on this, a simple, softer scale, baby steps, tiptoes. So it's been It's been challenging. I can say that a lot of women are expecting a lot more than what is, demand. I can say expectable. They're expecting a lot more than what, you know. You know what I'm trying to say, brother. Like they expecting too much so fast, so early.
Yeah,
And it's not something that I'm okay with, So it's just I'm not in that tax bracket, baby. So we're gonna go ahead and chill it down a little bit.
No, well, first of all, I want to tell you, Jonathan, this is a safe space. We want you to say what you want.
There you go.
I can curse and all that other stuff. I can. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Okay, let's get comfortable then.
Yeah. Like I mean, because we talk about that a lot, and I feel like that's part of the reason that I brought a guy on, because I do want men to feel comfortable, and I also want you guys to be honest, because I think this show, it's an opportunity for both sides to learn. You know what I mean? Like everybody needs to hear the real of what's going on. And that is something I feel like that's happening on social media. We talk about it on here a lot. What are men expecting in dating? What are women expecting in dating? So we do like dating tips every week. Let me ask you, Jonathan, because you mentioned that women are expecting more than it makes sense, especially for a first date when I don't know you. I don't know if we're going to vibe. What is your idea of what would be an acceptable first date, and what are you looking for in a first date? Like, what do you want to see happen that would make you want to go on a second date?
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to look for your character. Let me just see how you carry yourself as a human being, let alone you're a female, but as a human being. How do you treat people? How are you going to treat me? Are we going to be able to reciprocate towards one another? I like sense of humor. I love ambition. A woman who has an idea of what they want to do. I'm a guy who I don't mind being a cheerleader for my partner. Okay. I would want to be a cheerleader for my partner. That means, we're working off each other's energies, vibes, and this union will be able to work, So what else am I looking for, man? A woman who's fun, just like, just can be a goofball, when you can be a goofball around your girls, be a goofball around me. Don't be afraid to, they don't matter. It's just be yourself. So if I see that side of a person, I can grow day by day, So that's not too much, right? That ain't too much. Like everything else will kind of fall in place. Do you love cooking? You like traveling? Like all those things will come in place. But those are the main 4-5 things that I look for.
Because you don't want to pay $250 just to find out that information.
I don't.
And do not.
And I mean, to each his own. Everybody's different. So if you want to do that, then do your thing, player. But me, we can take our baby steps with this one, because I may not like you after the first date.
There you go.
I'll be honest with myself, and I'll tell you, hey, sweetheart, I don't really think this is gonna work. I appreciate the time. I don't mind being your friend, but I just don't see a future with you. Very simple.
Have you said that before to women?
Not to like 3 or 4 in my time. Yeah, absolutely.
What was their response?
Being honest, as opposed to like, what you really want, brother. Like, hey man, So it worked. It worked in my favor. It was weight off my shoulder. Okay. I didn't have to continue to egg a woman on, talking to her on the phone every day. Instead of just ghosting. Let me just say, man, this not gonna work.
Yeah.
I appreciate you though. Respect. Just keep it pushing.
The respect.
Respect, baby. Keep it pushing. So.
Whenever a man says that, that he is trying. I want to figure out. I want one of the ladies in the chat to let me know, because we were talking about this, Laron, Jonathan, before you got on. I'm sorry, Laron and Chaz are in the chat, so let me focus on the gentleman.
Chaz, what's up, baby?
Guy here. We were talking about Love is Blind and how one of the guys we feel like might not have been as attracted to the woman, whether it's at sight or based on her actions. How can a man do that in a safe space so that a woman doesn't, because it feels like rejection and that's hard. But I love the fact that you say you've done that and it took weight off your shoulders and it saved the woman from wasting her time. So what would you all want from women? I'm asking both of you guys. I'll start with you, Mo. What do you guys, what would make you feel more comfortable being honest with a woman so you can tell her if you want to move forward with dating her, or if you want to move back to a friendship vibe?
Well, if it's that early and I'm saying that, then just like, I don't know how anyone could be invested that early. If I tell you something that maybe I'm not interested, or I got a lot going on, or this isn't working for me, and then they kind of keep wanting me to explain, and by that time you keep explaining. Now I think they're trying to convince me of what I like or what I should be doing. When it's just, you could be disappointed and be like, but we're grown, we're adults. You're not always going to hear what you want to hear, but to be invested that early in the first date, and I call you the next day and be like, you know what, this isn't really for me, so on and so forth. And when they don't take it like that and take it away, that's when you start to see the men ghosting women. Because I think most men try to do the right thing the first time. And the reason why they do the other thing, because it's not successful. And I'm not saying you don't stop trying. I'm just saying you give up.
Mm-hmm. I agree. It took me some time to learn that as I've gotten older. I'm only 36 years of age, so what I did 5 years ago, or just in general, I don't do no more,
Yeah.
It just saves me the time, the space, the energy, and I just keep it pushing.
There you go.
Vice versa though, because women have turned me down, it's like, okay, no problem, cool. I appreciate you for at least telling me that, and I keep it moving. I see you out in public here and there. Hey, how you doing? Long time. You may give them a mind like, but it's always we always end on a good slate.
Yeah. That is admirable, and I like that. Ladies, we gotta do better, because we have no problem telling a man we're not interested, but when we hear that back, we don't like to hear it all the time. And so I ain't gonna lie, I'm with you. I don't like that's why I just stay to myself until somebody reaches out, because rejection doesn't feel good. But the reality is everybody's gonna have both. So that's what's up. Let's talk about, before we get into the ladies on the show, what did you learn from your marriage? Both of us have been married before, and I think that people that have been married, I think, probably know a little bit more, in my opinion, understand a little bit more about what it takes to be married, because you were in one and then you're out, and you kind of know what you would have done differently, or what you could have done differently, or what you need in a marriage the next time, what you need in your partner. So what did you learn about Jonathan and your marriage?
Well, number one was patience. Things didn't happen at a click of a snap of a finger, or the very next day. Things took some time to get, for one, to get comfortable to what they're able to do. Say how they feel, express how they feel, and be prepared to receive what is said to them. Choice of words, having conversations. I learned about being slow to listen, quick to listen, and slow to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I always get that mixed up, but quick to listen and slow to speak. I did have a temper issue at the time. If I heard a triggering word, I lost it. I'm going crazy, right? Mm-hmm. I've learned how to not do that, even when I'm dating certain women today. The women today, triggers can get touched and get pushed, and that's why it's like, yeah. So I've learned how to really just keep my composure, and just know when to take time outs. Like, let's say the conversation's not going well, we have a problem. It's best we just take a time out, babe, and let me go outside, walk around. We can come back to this. Mm-hmm. Because right now, neither one of us are getting anywhere. Yeah. In regards of a solution to whatever that problem may be. Mm-hmm. So the list goes on and on.
Is there anything that you wanted that you would do better, or you would do differently from your perspective next go round?
I would speak up more, on how I feel about a situation, instead of just like, dust it off, sweep it under the rug. She's just going to do something, she'll come back around, So I've learned now I have to speak up for myself as a man, and not be afraid to hurt my partner's feelings, At the same time, the truth hurts, Yeah. And if this is my opinion about you, or vice versa, we have to be adult enough to accept it and work on it. Yeah. Instead of just letting it pile up and pile up. That's what I learned about, like, work on your maintaining your composure, control your conversation. Mm-hmm. Pray before you get into a certain conversation, whether it's a good conversation or bad. And just know you will do well. Just be confident, stand firm. You will do well.
Okay.
At least that's my talk. That was my talk to myself, before I, whether it's work, for associates, friends, just because you just never know how people are going to respond, react. So those are the main things that I've learned.
Okay.
And I still got a lot more learning to do because I do want to get married again.
You do? Okay.
Marriage is lit. Marriage is lit.
You want more children? I agree with you. Marriage is lit.
Marriage is lit, man. I've had my times that I'll never forget, but just the whole aspect of marriage. Yeah, I have one boy. I got a boy right now. His name is Remington. He's 4 years old.
Oh,
that's the homie right there, man. That's my dog. That's my dog. But I do want more children. I want 4 more, but I'll be okay with 2. I'll settle for 2 more. Just have a tribe of 3. So
okay.
I come from a big family, so
yeah.
Oh, that's understandable. Okay.
Yeah, I come from a big family, so it's 6 of us.
Okay, so you wanted to do that again. That's what's up. I think everybody, we all can create the lives that we want. Would you would it be an issue when you meet a woman that doesn't want any more children?
Most likely, yeah. I wouldn't want to do that to her or myself. If you don't want more children, it's okay, man. I do.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
What we're gonna do? I mean, not say do what I want, but like so.
We're at an impasse.
Okay, yeah. So I do want more children. So if she does not want more children, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Yeah.
Do you date younger women? Do you date younger women?
I'm 37. The youngest I've dated was probably 26, 25, 26.
Gotcha.
That's a big gap, homie. That's a big gap, fam.
That is a big gap.
I would, that's a gap. But yeah, the youngest I've dated was about 25, 26 years old.
How was that experience?
I mean, it was different. I saw myself in her at 26 years old, quiet, not really having a personality, not really talkative, but knows how to have fun, knows how to have a good time. So I was like, really
I said, that's exactly why men date women that young, quiet, doesn't necessarily have her personality already locked in, and likes to have fun. That sounds like a perfect woman, right, Mo?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. 2 things. First thing is, if you've passed that, and like you said, you say you're 36, correct?
37.
37. Okay, 37. And you think back to when you were 25, 26, and you say, you know what? If I know now, knew then what I know now. So the only way you could practice that is go date somebody who's dead, who's back then now.
I'd be a bad motherfucker, boy, at that time, boy. If I knew then what I know, shit.
And then number 2 is, I would assume that him being older, she's already looking for him to be. She's looking up. She's expecting him to be a leader, not challenging him. And that's the biggest thing that I've noticed about dating women in my age. It's like, well, we're the same age. What could you tell me? But the younger women, they automatically, it's tuned into them. They know you're older, so they're expecting and they're letting you lead. They're giving you room to lead. And that's what I noticed. I mean, I wouldn't date them that young for me. I'm just saying, I'm 53, so the youngest I would date is 40. But I understand. But I get it, though.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, so let's get into Ready to Love. Jonathan, you sign up. You go to Tommy's Mixer, and now you were in the first group, right?
Second.
You were in the second.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna say the first group, but I believe the other group met before. So I'm gonna say the first group. Let's just say the first group. I'm in there with
first.
It was with Alonzo, Lynn, Maya, Vanessa, Lamar. I don't know if that's the first or the second group, but
that's the first.
That's the first
group. Okay, first group.
That's the first group. So what were you thinking when you first got there? Were you thinking, oh, he was in the second group? Okay. We're all confused. I know the wheels were in there, but I thought we knew you in the first group. But okay. So I remember I'm thinking of this scene when they brought you guys together at the brunch. when they brought you guys together. So let's talk about that, because the first and second group, that was kind of weird because you didn't get a chance to see everybody else and everybody was separate. Let's talk about when they brought you guys into the brunch and everybody is there. Everybody is looking at who they know and then who they didn't know. What is Jonathan drawn to? Because we've heard what Jonathan likes as far as character-wise, but what is Jonathan drawn to physically? Like, what catches Jonathan's eye? Who caught Jonathan's eye at the brunch?
Keep it real. Keep it real.
Brunch. That's when everybody was together, right?
Everybody was together. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, okay, for one, I mean, I'll be honest. First girl I had seen just off the rip, not even this is post was Maya. I saw Maya. I saw Lady Lynn. And then when it got to the second group, I saw Alexis. I saw Mika too. But those were the main girls that I was more so attracted to out of the entire cast.
You may see Vanessa.
I saw Vanessa, but I caught it like a little. I caught it after, brother. I'll be honest with you. The first time we met, it just kind of oh, she's a beautiful girl, but I'm kind of focused over here, if that makes sense.
First
so
of all,
I really didn't just look and then just tune into Vanessa.
Yeah, my fault. That was
Jonathan. Do you say what you said, Mo? What you're not gonna do is ask every guy that comes on.
But he's right though. Vanessa's a fine woman. That's a fine woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a fine woman. But it was the shit was already said with that one. I was like, it's all good.
I'm just asking.
What you're not gonna do though is make every man think that he should have chose Vanessa.
He speaks a point though. Like Vanessa fine. I'll be honest with you. That's a fine woman. Mo like her. You like her, Mo? Like she was like one of the finest one on the show, right?
He thinks that's what he said. He said that from day one.
She's a beautiful woman. That's a beautiful girl.
Yeah. He has said that from day one. So we know he's a little biased. But that actually, my husband said that when he was looking, he was like, that's the one right there. So
well, you gotta put what's the name in there too. Don't forget.
Who?
I actually saw her first.
Ooh, Koshia.
There you go.
Koshia is nice to homie, man. She's a beautiful girl too. She's fine, but she's more like the homie to me. The sister,
We're talking about the look right now, though, Jonathan. We're talking about what it looked like. Does that look like your sister?
One more time, what's the question?
I said we're talking about the looks. Like when you see somebody, like when I see, well, I can't because I'm married, but I'm saying like before I was married, when I see somebody, if I see what I like, I'm not going to be like, oh, that's my brother. Like, no, that's not my brother yet. Now we may end up being like brother and sister, but from just the vision, did you think, who were you most attracted to? Because I just can't imagine. All the guys I know when Koshia got up from the table were super excited. So I don't know if they think I want her to be my sister.
I got you. The most that I was attracted to was Maya. The most I was attracted to. And then that's when Laylin had came in like right after. I was like, oh shit, both of these women fine. So, but Maya was Maya.
Okay.
LeBron, my boy, I love you, bro. So yeah.
He'll be just fine. LeBron, take the eyes out. This is all about Jonathan tonight. Jonathan is doing his thing. Okay, so you saw Maya, and obviously you saw all the other women. Now there's a scene I want to get. Let's just get into some of the outtakes that you have. There was a scene of you sitting at a table with April. There was also a scene with April and another gentleman that is not here and is no longer on the show. And it seemed like people were really, the two of you really did not enjoy the way she was asking questions. She was firing off questions at you. Talk to us about how that felt, because you were like, it went right back to you being questions about your marriage and were you still, and I think it was April maybe and Mika at the table, and you just seemed really uncomfortable with the questions about your past. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that part. That was at the actual mixer.
Okay.
That was the mixer together. They did ask a lot of questions, which they had every right to. Of course, yes, I'm only going to give certain information out that I felt was comfortable enough for me. If anything, I'm going to protect myself first. And I don't believe in putting all your eggs in one basket, And so for the fact that I'm just now meeting these girls and we're trying to get to know each other, and they pretty much just zoned in on just my past, my marriage. And that was pretty much all you want to know. It's like, if that's all you just want to know, it's like, all right, well, I gave you what I could. It's up to you if you accept it or not, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Again, I don't believe in just throwing all my eggs out there because everybody don't need to know your business. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but with your significant other or your person, that's when you have to do what you have to do. But this, on a televised standpoint,
Yeah.
I gave what I felt was safe for
But
me.
the thing about you, I noticed that, and I respect this. It was times where I was thought, yeah, he about to lie, and you told the truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, I saw that. I saw that.
yeah.
The parts I probably would have lied about or diverted, you told the truth on, and I respected it. I was like, he kept it real. And
Yeah, I
like,
try to keep it as real as possible. I'm gonna be as authentic as I can. I ain't no, this ain't no mask. I'm not putting on no show.
nah,
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
So
So let me ask you this, because there was that scene where they asked you, did you still have feelings for your child's mother, and well, for your ex-wife? Ex-wife is very different than child's mother. I think you have to make
there
sure
we go.
it's
Thank
different.
you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So they asked you, did you still have feelings? And you said that you didn't. They asked you, did she have feelings for you? And you're like, I don't know. I think so, maybe. What is that relationship comfortable to where you? I mean, obviously you went on a dating show, so obviously it's
For
comfortable
sure.
to an extent. But is that an issue where you guys have talked and are comfortable with each other? Talking, dating and bringing like, how is that relationship? Because the women really had an issue with that and kept bringing it up. So what do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Well, now things have gotten better, at least within the past 8 months or so.
Okay.
Excuse me. As far as hey, I'm dating somebody. Hey, I'm dating somebody too. We just now got to that point.
Yeah.
But before then, I did not know what to expect. Be honest with you, I wasn't quick to bring anybody around my kid or anything like that. But I still dibbled and dabbed, here and there. We respect each other. We respect each other more now than we did, during that turmoil time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at a better space as co-parents. So right now it's okay to date other people. Well, she's okay with me dating other people. She just had a date last week. I said, good for you, baby. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Go do your thing. I got baby all weekend. Do your thing. Have fun. So
Mm-hmm.
but at the beginning of it was just rough. It was just rough. Don't bring no bitch around my child. Don't do blah blah. I was like, ugh, I gotta deal with this shit, So, but I kept it honest with her, told the truth, didn't try to hide a relationship,
Yeah.
So, but we're better now than we were then.
So how did you deal with that? Because there's a lot of guys I talk to that are, they will bring another woman around their children,
Okay.
but a lot of them don't want or feel uncomfortable or feel some kind of way when a man is around the child. So were you automatically comfortable with her dating and her bringing, because if she has your son full time, it'd probably be more likely for her to have someone that he meets before you. So how did you feel about him possibly, and even possibly like having a stepfather in the house? Are you cool with that?
Well, I don't even know until it gets to that point. As
Yeah.
far as her dating, it's like I don't really feel nothing right now. I don't feel a thing.
Okay.
Now, when that conversation comes about,
Yeah.
hey, me and this guy are very serious. I would like him to be my son. I just got to be a man to accept that.
Yeah.
I got to be a fucking man, and I may not like it, but I got to like respect that. I got to meet this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who this person is.
Facts.
Let me introduce myself. Let them know what she's dealing with.
Right.
Take care of my son's mom, and more importantly, respect my child.
Yeah.
And I don't have no problem with you. We can shake hands, have a beer. I'm all about being a man. Be a fucking man. But if you see certain signs in a person, this ain't happening. Nah, this ain't gonna happen. No, if you're gonna do that, then he's with me full time. But like I said, I haven't gotten to that point, so I don't know how I would feel. I just
That's
don't.
fair. I like that. That's honest. That's honest. It's like, I don't know how I would feel, because sometimes you can think you good and then you see it and it's like, whew.
Yeah, exactly. But when it does, I know I'm gonna have to. When she finds a good person, I'm gonna have to, bite down and just be like, all right, homie, this is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I guess my last question about that is, do you think the women because I didn't feel like the women should have asked you that and pressed you with it at the time because I didn't feel like it was, I don't know how much production is involved in that. It just felt over the top. But I will tell you, as you probably already know, a lot of times, you know, when you go through a divorce and you guys have been together for a long period of time, like 7 years is a long time, um, the it's sticky, right? So it's not really maybe a hard break at first. So for a person coming into it, they're always going to want to know, are there boundaries? Are you clear? Do you think the women were over the top with the questions, or do you think that it's fair for a woman to ask you, you know, about a little bit about that relationship? How much is too much for you?
Well, on the first day, I don't feel. That's just me. I don't feel those questions are necessary off the rip.
Okay.
Not just off the rip. I need to, again, I need to know who you are. What's your character? What are your morals? Your favorite color? I mean, I know that's a ABC question, but I just need to see who you are. Are we able to have a conversation? Are we able to laugh? Are we able to have fun? Can we get along? You know, shit like that. And then, you know, as things continue, you know, start to heat up, then I'll start at, digging into those. So tell me about your past. You know, who you with before me? Were you married before? Do you have children? I may ask that you have children on the first date, but you know, it just has to, it's a scale. You have to scale your way up. A lot of people don't want to scale. They want to go straight for the jugular. And that's like, I won't want to do that to no woman. You know, like before we get this thing started, man, how many kids do you got?
What if you like her and then you find out she's still, because we've all had a situation where you like the person and you realize they're not really over their ex. So I guess somewhere between I like you and somewhere between we're just meeting and I actually start to like you, because what you don't want is to wait too long. And specifically people that have children together, because I feel like marriage is supposed to be a bigger, for men, I think marriage is a bigger commitment. For women, when you have a child with a man, it's really a bigger commitment because you have literally taken on his spirit and had his, like, that's a spiritual thing. So it's very difficult for a woman, I'm just speaking on behalf of women on this panel tonight. It is a lot more difficult, you know, for women to move on because the child is there. You're looking at the child looks like the father. The child is a representative of the fact that you guys were together. So it could be a little bit more, you know, guys always say, well, I know I can go back and hit the baby mama. That's because you guys have created a spiritual connection. Now it doesn't always work, but to a person from the outside, that could be a really threatening situation. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Makes all the sense in the world. And I think it's important to ask those questions, especially in that dynamic you just described, because men, we know the baby daddies, they play on that. The baby fathers play on that. And they use it as a tool to keep, even though he may not want to, if it doesn't work out or it's not working, that's his way of keeping the other dudes at bay. You see what
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So I would like to know, like, because I always ask, well, what happened? You know, and then 9 times out of 10, when I stop talking to the woman for whatever reason, a lot of it is the same reason why he stopped dealing with her. That's why I want to know so I can look out for her. Be like, all right, let me keep. He said what? He said I got a bad attitude and this, that, and the other. And come to find out, she did have a bad attitude.
But you didn't see it though. You didn't see it from the beginning.
That's why, you know, I just ask, you know, you might not tell me the truth or whatever. I'm always curious to why it ended. That's all.
With my ex-wife, right?
No, just in women in general.
You're saying in a relationship, like I get that. My buzzword is like if you meet someone and they say their ex was crazy.
Right.
That to me is
you might want to really think about that, you know, like, but you know how some people can be like, well, that's not what he showed me. I don't believe that. That's no.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah,
it's just something you do have to be very careful about. You got to be really careful about, man. I've heard some, I'm gonna say horror stories, but just some dates that just did not go well at all.
Yeah,
with friends and things like that. It's just like, and it's with women that I know. Like, okay, I know her. She good, man. She nice, woo. But he didn't say, ooh, bro.
Turn out a different when attraction is there, friendship is very different than relationship.
Yeah.
Very different. You show a different side. Relationship will show you who you are quick. All right, Jonathan, let's get into some harder stuff. So we mentioned that they are going to another sleepover. And the sleepover is where we had some issue. There were a lot of people that were upset with you on the interaction between you and Alexis. First of all, when did you and Alexis, because you said that you initially saw Maya, you were very attracted to Maya. We didn't really see a lot of connection between anybody this season, but we did see you and several other guys were very connected to Alexis.
Yeah.
And then we saw that that interaction that caused social media to really respond. We talked about it here, and you apologized for it. But what exactly in your mind happened? Because we didn't see what happened before that. We just saw, her on your lap, and then her seem uncomfortable, and then ended.
Black folks. Okay, so boom, check this out. We were at the pajama party.
Right.
Everybody's eating, drinking, having a good time. This was before they all brought us together and sat us in the living room.
Okay.
Right. We played a game. I don't remember the name of the game, but the game was just boring as shit. It was just, this is. I was better off in the kitchen talking to Alexis over there as opposed to doing this group, this group thing. So I'll be honest, I had a little bit too much to drink that
You
night.
did say that.
I had a little bit too much to drink that night. I was having a good time, a great time. So when it came to my turn in this whole game, it was question was not question. The doing was whisper something into your close connection's ear. Mm-hmm. My boy LeRon said that. He gave that to me. I'm twisted, right? Mm-hmm. So the game is boring as shit. I said, you know what? I'm gonna pick this girl up, and I'm gonna see what will happen, right? Mm-hmm. So I went to that couch, picked her up, saddled her, and just kind of just held her right here. What you guys saw in the camera?
We saw.
I didn't say anything, but I knew that was gonna like firecracker, spark something. Hey, I knew it was gonna do something, but something had to be done. That shit was just whack. I'll be honest with you. The game was just boring. And I'm just out of it. I said, let me just figure out. Let me see if this is going to do something for the whole crowd in general. More importantly, to her, showing her that I really want to connect with her, pursue her. But obviously it went left, which I found out after taping.
Okay.
I apologized to her there. And then I apologized to her when she dismissed me. And then I did it in the confessional. Okay. So the fact that I made her uncomfortable, that made me uncomfortable.
Right.
And I did not want to be painted as this person that I'm really not. I'm just trying to have fun. Somebody got to do something. Yeah. I'm not doing shit. So that's how I took it. That's how I went with it. It didn't work out in my favor. I have not read or heard what Twitter has been saying. I just
smart.
Stay off the social media, brother. Just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. So I just thought that would do something to just spice up the whole game situation, and unfortunately,
let me ask you this: when had you and Alexis had a connection? Were you guys, because again, like we didn't get to see that. So what was the interaction between the two of you guys before that pajama jam?
Right. Well, we first met at the brunch. I'm sorry. I don't know if they didn't show our segment of us outside talking. We had a very casual and relatable conversation, just talking about life, what type of foods we like, movies we like, what we like to do as far as traveling. We just had we just meshed very well that first day. And when I realized that, like once they split us up, I said, I like this girl. Something about her. She seems very, very cool. She seems very welcoming, very opening. Wasn't afraid to say what she wanted to say. So like I felt that as a first date, even though it was 20 minutes. So I was hoping that they would, connect us somehow, just however they do it from the background, but it didn't intertwine like that. So, and then I tried again at the pajama party, just to, hey, babe, I like you. I mean, I want to see if there's something that we could possibly, you saw it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting somewhere, but I'm gonna keep trying. Like, shit, man, she's still not giving me what I want back, but I'm gonna keep trying. And that's what led to to the picking up. I'm like, all right, man, we're gonna see if this works. If this don't work, I don't know what to do, man. But I'm trying. It just unfortunately didn't work out for me.
I have a theory.
Okay.
And the thing is, because obviously there was another brother that took a fancy to her.
He did, huh? You saw that shit?
Exactly.
We did.
Exactly. So my thing was, I was like, he's doing something. I thought it was less about her. Not that it was totally less or nothing about her. I thought it was less about her and more about, I'm going to do this in front of him and show him that, or show even the room. I felt like a lot of the brothers was performing in front of the other guys per se, opposed to being direct with the woman.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like, okay, y'all all looking, and I know you like her over there, but watch what I'm going to do.
I'm going to stake my claim.
There you go. I'm going to pee on this tree. Or whatever. No, that's a bad analogy.
I'm going to pee on the street, man. Shit. Yeah.
People think I'm on some R. Kelly stuff. My bad.
Oh, no. What? Whoa.
That's what, no, somebody in the comments is they're going to be on me. I said pee on the tree. That was wrong of me. I apologize. Whoa. So
we meant, I said just, just to show this is mine, stake my territory. Did you?
Yeah, my bad. Strike that from the record, Judge. But that's what I thought. I thought it was more about the other guys than, you see what I'm saying?
More so the girl. Oh no, I didn't think that, brother. I'll be honest with you. I did not think that at all. I'm trying to win this girl over. I mean, me personally, I wasn't worried about any other guys. Okay. I didn't feel threatened or none of that shit by none of the other guys. But we just men. We're just trying to figure this shit out together. Yeah. But no, I'm confident in myself well enough to not worry about you niggas, man.
Gotcha.
I'm just trying to zone in and let me see if I could, Now, how they pulled me off of her, it seemed like, damn, bro, that shit, chill, bro. What you doing? Like, yeah, bro. Shit.
It seemed like everybody. Well, let me ask you this, because it's another thing that we talked about on the show. I really, the Omega Sci-Fi, people are saying the Q Dog came out of you. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with that. So do you think that in situations like that, do men know that did you have any idea that could make a woman feel uncomfortable? Like, do you all understand that if you are physical, show your physicality with a woman and she's not prepared for it? Or do you usually get that women are, because a lot of times men feel like, well, when you show women, grab them, like, come here, that sometimes works, because a woman may be like, oh, okay,
Exactly. Right. So, like if you feel the energy with your, opposite sex, you feel it, okay, we talking, okay, let me try to grab her hand. Let me see if she's going to respond to that. Mm-hmm. Right. Or let me try to grab around the waist. Let me see if she'll respond to that. Now, if she kind of, I got you. I know what that means. That's a red sign. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. I didn't, at the time, no, that party, hell no. I'm gone. I hope this worked,
Yeah.
I didn't think secondly, like, she may not like this. And I wasn't thinking that. I said, let me just go for the kill.
And the liquor probably distorts a little bit of the.
It distorts that too. I mean,
Yeah.
It distorts that too. So, but would I have done that sober? Most likely not. I wouldn't have done that sober. I would have did something different, if I thought it through,
But have you done something like that and got a different response from a woman? Like the woman not got upset?
I've done that one time in my life. Yes, absolutely. But again, we vibe, we mess. So I'm like, okay, cool, hell yeah, she liked me, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and then the response back from me is like, hell yeah, all right, man, shit, hey man, we're gonna hook up, we're gonna do lunch, do something, let's see where this goes. So, but this was my first time ever in my life, my entire life, even though I'm a member of Omega. You know how we do it. I didn't do that stuff then. That just wasn't a part of me. You don't have to look at me like that, Chris.
I'm just saying,
you don't have to look at me like that. I didn't do that stuff. I'm all of 190 pounds. I've been small all my life. I'm just very tall. I'm 6'4". So, the muscle ain't really just where it needs to be right now. So I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm, Like I'm not gonna do that. So
Yep.
I never like attempted or thought about picking up a girl and just see where I was. No, I never thought about that. But I did it. I did it last year. This fast, I was like, okay, it didn't work. Just imagine if I did that 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
She probably would have slapped the shit out of me or something. Or
Yeah.
called the police, sexual assault, anything. So
Yeah.
but that was my first.
I will say that, this is just in my to why I gave you that look. I got married in college, University of Oklahoma, right up the street from a couple hours from Dallas, and my ex-husband was a Omega. So I'm just saying, I'm very familiar.
Is that what made did that seal the deal for you?
Flashback, I may have been biased because of what I remember, because of what I went through. Just saying. Yep. No. But no, I think it's important for women to speak up, and I think it's important for men to understand. So I love the fact that you said you did apologize. What was your conversation like with Alexis? Did she let you know herself that she was uncomfortable, or did you hear that from production? How did that go?
I kind of heard that from production, and then I addressed it immediately. She didn't really like that or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, let me go fix it. Last thing I want you to do is be uncomfortable around me. But if you're uncomfortable around me, you'll just I understand that. If she were to be like, I don't want to talk to you again, cool. But I apologize. I said what I had to say. I'm done. So I felt it. I heard it from and then I addressed it right away while I had the time. So
I respect that.
Yeah.
And we still cool. I mean, we speak here and there through the DMs, just through just through posts, you just respond, things like that. But
yeah,
we haven't linked up or anything like that, or with any other women, should I say?
Well, is there anybody that you? Because when your time came to an end, actually they just start slashing people. Like it was like,
just left, right. Y'all two got to go. Y'all three. Okay.
Like damn. I used to sit at home 2 guys.
Right.
Did they really vote for me to go, or this is y'all decision? Like,
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but I was not prepared for 2 people to go. But is there anybody? And this is a safe space for you to be honest with us, which you have been. So I think that you will be. Is there anybody that you wish that you had spent more time with? Like, oh man, I'm gone, but I wish I should have talked to her. I should have spent more time. I should have zeroed in on this. And you don't have to say Vanessa for Mo.
Right. Don't worry. While I was still there, I wish I had got a little bit more time with Maya, since that was like my first, Tommy had a first top 3. And she was one of the top 3.
That wouldn't have worked.
I also saw other guys were interested just as much. And I was like, okay. I told her already, but I'm not going to be no hound dog trying to get this woman.
No pun intended.
I'm not going to do that. No. I like you. I'm hoping it's the same with me. If we can do this, cool.
Right.
But if you have options, that's cool too. I'll just, you hit me when you're ready. So it would be mine. I mean, of course, Layland, but she left early. But if she was still there, I was probably that's a fine woman right there. That's a fine woman, boy. Shit. Have y'all seen her? Oh,
we have.
Boy. She knows.
So why do you think you didn't get a chance to talk to her more? Because we didn't see any of that, Jonathan.
Well, the first segment, you're just meeting people. We were told to meet everybody. So I left that open for everybody, as opposed to just, I met her first day. I met these other girls, but I probably wouldn't have said shit to them.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But they said, be fair, speak to everybody. And that's exactly what I did. First day, we met, we spoke, very briefly. The second, the brunch, we spoke very briefly. Next thing you know, boom, 5 more girls come. Okay, let me see what's going on. I did my rounds. The only girl I really was attracted to more so was Alexis. So I was expecting by the third taping or the third whatever, boom, all right, this is what I'm gonna try to do with Laylin, at least, you know. Even though I still like Maya, but I'm like, okay, let me learn this girl here. But unfortunately, that's when Tommy said she's gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit. So I'm stuck between Maya and Alexis now. And you know, you saw how that played out.
And that did not go well for you.
You saw how that played out, unfortunately. So
is there anybody there? Let's ask this. So we know your top would have been Laylin, Alexis, and Maya. I guess Maya and Laylin and Laylin, Maya, and Alexis. Who did you? So you said, who were your bottoms? Like, who would you like? We would never connect. Period.
It's always respect, okay. I was not attracted to Coach Shea at all.
Okay.
I didn't really just feel nothing there with Coach Shea. I would say Rashina as well. Again, I saw her more, you know, I see you more as a friend. We can kick things like that. Who would be the third girl? And I would say Mika.
Really?
I would say Mika. Yeah.
That is
a beautiful woman. I just wasn't, you know.
Not your type. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I was with April.
I mean, if you want to put, April, I almost forgot about April. April, I didn't see nothing there either. Okay. I just knew to just be, common courtesy, just be nice.
Yeah. No, I like that. So,
if I had to say top three, you know.
Okay.
If you want to add a fourth, yeah, okay, then it'd be April. So
that's fair. Let me ask you this. With what we saw, I'm sure, have you watched the show? You continue to watch the show with your bottle boys, right? Each week.
Okay.
Y'all be kicking it. I've seen y'all this season.
Y'all be on
this season. Y'all are lit. Like we really
lit, huh? Say that again. We lit. Season 9, baby. We lit, baby.
Y'all are like, this is about to be a party. We having a good time. Yeah. And I feel like at this point we need to bring it back to Atlanta because, you know, Dallas is Fort Worth is turned. But let me ask you this. Knowing that you guys have watched the show and you saw the last episode where Maya had her ex there and Justin was ill prepared for the ex questioning about her lifestyle and her expectations.
Right.
How did you feel about that? How do you think you would have done if you were in that seat with the ex-boyfriend saying that she was very expensive and, you know, basically, you know, what about the money? Like, how do you feel like you would have done in that scenario?
Well, sign number one is you brought your ex-boyfriend as your friend to get to know me. I'm feeling some type of way right now. Why are you bringing your ex? You're supposed to bring your family member, a friend, not your ex-boyfriend. I'm already feeling a type of way right there. I
thought everybody was supposed to bring their ex, though.
It was to be the ex.
Yeah, the women were supposed to bring their ex.
I didn't make it that far, obviously, but you know, like even the homeboy, like LeBron brought one of his best friends, which is a guy. So I didn't, you know.
Yeah, no, they made the women. They did. Tommy do the women.
Well, they chose that. Okay.
He made the women bring their ex-boyfriends.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we gotta have Maya's back. She had to bring her ex-boyfriend. All of them did, and I feel like that was probably the ex-boyfriend that was the most. Well, no, yeah. So okay, what do you now knowing that information?
Now going into the whole question about just, you know, who are you as a man financially? Are you able to afford her? I don't feel that's necessary. Okay. I don't feel that's necessary to be asking, let alone, you know, for her to even say like it doesn't even matter and things like that. I mean, obviously he's telling me about you in front of my face and you're saying it doesn't matter. Like, right. You see this? This is a man. This is another man talking to me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm already feeling uncomfortable with this right now. Because if you're expecting me to just blow all my money on you, I get that from a marriage standpoint. Like his wife, you know, give her a check, do whatever. But in this space, not knowing if we're even going to be together forever or whatever the case may be, I don't want to do this shit for a temporary situation. Me personally,
right?
It's just a sign. Like, yeah, I don't know if this one for me, man. If this man is saying I have to do this, do that, got to have all this, you know, this money and shit just to be with you. I don't want to be with you. It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I get people dating their tax brackets and all that other shit, but come on now. Come on now. Don't say, he's basically speaking for you. How much money do you have? Are you able to,
or he may be speaking on what
afford this? Can you do that? Hold on now. Relax.
Because she ain't going to no Mexican restaurant on the first day. I'll tell you that right now.
He probably know what he knows.
He ain't going on the Mexican restaurant.
No, he not. No, he not. And that's cool.
No, Maya, it's cool too. I don't blame you. I'm just saying he's trying to let you know that she ain't.
She ain't going. Man, they got $5 margaritas. You don't want no margarita? They don't say yeah. This is a $5 margarita, baby. They got this chimichanga going right now. Like, come on, whatever you want. Like,
there you go.
Come on now. I mean, no matter what level you want, you're gonna have a great drink, great food, great conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you with somebody who of your caliber, it was off. I wouldn't do it. Me personally, like, yeah, if he's telling me this all about you and you're trying to like shy away from it or whatever, like, yeah.
I think it came off to be like the ex-boyfriend knew that she is more high maintenance than maybe Justin was prepared to deal with. And he mentioned that, that he said that after Justin said he was a teacher, but I admire Justin just saying, "Hey, that's not who I am." That was dope because you got to respect that. And what women would learn, like, an ambitious man is always better than a rich man. But if you can get both of them together, that's not bad, ladies. I'm not going to say it is, but I'm just saying, that is to be more, I think that's a more husband material. Like if you're just having fun and want to just, get some bills paid, do you. But if you actually want a husband, you really want someone who is stable, someone who is ambitious, right? Because that's probably going to be better long term. How do you see the dynamics of what you eventually want? Like, are you a guy that feels like you want 50-50? How do you see yourself as far as like how the household should play out when you do get remarried?
Well, I mean, I learned from my parents, dad took care of everything. And that was instilled in me, when you get to that level.
Right.
Right. But, as far as like if you cohabitating together, hey, baby, what you doing now? You get the lights, I'll take everything and you just get the lights or cable or whatever. Just have a conversation at that. And then see if she's comfortable with it.
Right.
As opposed to doing it on her. But as me being a man, I've always been taught to just be the man of the household, take care of everything when you're married, wife, kids, things of that nature. That's how my dad did it. That's how my granddad did it. And that's just, again, it's just instilled in me, But in a dating realm, nah, we're gonna figure something out.
And I think that's fair because like women should not ever get it misconstrued. What a man will do for, like, if you're dating someone and because he's not willing to pay to take you to, I don't know, Ruth Chris on the first date doesn't mean that he wouldn't take care of you later. So you may shoot your shot, use all the money ever early because he'll be like, okay, you want to go here, you want to go there, that's cool, but I don't see you as wife material because you're trying to get in my pockets. Because once you become the wife, you're like, wait a minute, we need to keep those pockets. Those pockets are our reserve.
Right.
We don't want to spend all that money. We need to keep it. So yeah, I think that, it just kind of goes both ways. But I also think we just have to be honest about what we want. Do you think that people should date within their tax bracket?
Absolutely. If you know you can't afford no 5-star or no whatever star, don't go, brother. I understand if you want to keep, try to maintain a certain stature in your life, you're trying to get to the big dogs. So you got to play the part. I understand the fake it till you make it aspect.
Yeah.
But you don't fake it till you just dead broke. Now you don't have nowhere to go. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand. I can't say men do it. Yeah. Men do it. Some men do it. Some men do it. I don't know why. I don't put myself in those.
Why do it?
I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Now you can finagle your way in there, cool, but just act your wage.
Right.
Don't swipe the credit card when you can't afford the credit card.
That's fair because that is
embarrassing. But they do it every day, and I see it around me. A lot of men. I mean, of course, a lot of men use money as a tool that's because they don't have a personality, they don't have a character, they don't have nothing. They just stand on this
Or they may
pile
not.
of money and
Wait,
that'll speak.
how tall you say? How tall are you?
I'm 6'4" tall,
Okay,
190.
so I'm saying
I'm a
that's
tall guy. So I got that in the bag.
there you go.
Okay.
That helps you.
So
That's
I know people who are just 5'2", and I get it. You may feel 6'4" because you
stand on your
laid
wallet.
a certain foundation, right? But bro, like you're not a fun person. You're not cool. You lame, man. You're not a people person. Nobody likes you. They feel you arrogant. You ugly. It's not working for you, bro. I get it, but you really ain't got shit for yourself, man. Other than money.
Well, that 6'4" definitely helps you a lot. You know that.
A whole lot. It still works to this day.
Of course.
It's a blessing to be tall. I was the tallest kid in like elementary school, junior high, high school. I was always the tallest kid. And then I started seeing people taller than me when I got to college. So I'm like, cool. I'm fine. I'm looking up to somebody now, but I'm still good.
Probably when you go in a building, you probably like the tallest person there. Or
tallest person in a bank, boardroom meeting. I'm still just that one tall guy. Like, whoa. What? Did you play basketball? No, I did not, man. I was in my academics, man. That was it. It's just I get my height from my great grandfather on my mom's side. He was 6'7". Damn. And slim, lean like I am now. So that's where I get my height from. My great grandfather on my mom's side.
Okay. So let me ask you another question. Mo, you could jump in after this. I'm just curious. So with Alexis, that situation didn't work out because of what happened. If that situation never happened, right? The cowboy, reverse cowboy situation.
Right.
If that didn't happen, do you wish that you and Alexis had gone a little bit further? Do you wish that you guys had more time to kind of gel and get to know each other?
Yeah, I do. I think something could have blossomed, even with the getaway for 3 days. I feel I would have had more time to just strictly zone in on her, not have worry about work and all this other stuff. I could really just see what I can do with this girl. Because by that time, like I said, other guys was already on her. They were on her. Yeah. I saw her and Will have a really strong connection. And I was like, okay, well, she's kind of made her decision.
It seemed like Alexis and Will did too.
Well, there's Will C, and then there's the tall Will, bald head.
Not two.
No, we're talking about we know him as William, the taller one.
Yeah, that's bald head Will, right? Yeah. And then you got Will's the shorter, dark skin
one that she comported with to send. So how did you feel watching that? Were you at all concerned about her attitude? Even how she was talking with Chaz about the fact that she was that's the way the cookie crumbles with Koshia, her being kicked off, their little spat, and then her telling Will what, was it Rashina had said about him? Like, were you at all a little concerned about the stuff that she was doing behind the scenes?
I wasn't concerned, but I was aware. I was very much so aware. Now, nothing affected me to where I just stopped, cut her off and stopped talking to her. But I was aware of everything of what was going on. Now, did that bring up some, that raised some eyebrows? Yes, but I was still in here trying to focus on how to get this girl. So it didn't affect me. It didn't turn my game off. None of that shit. So
what did you see in her? Because a lot of the brothers like Alexis, and I was just trying to figure out. I shouldn't say figure out. I was just wondering, what did you guys physically see in her?
She's a beautiful girl, light skin. I haven't dated light skin, like a lighter tone woman. Okay. And I said, okay, this is a gorgeous woman. She's beautiful, kinky hair. She's sexy. She has athletic ability to her. I was like, okay, I like her. She had personality. I believed, just through conversation, sitting down. So overall, she was just a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman.
You didn't feel any.
It was only ain't no telling where we could have went from there as far as me learning more about her and things like that. So I get where I was eliminated. I felt that was the best. Before the rest of the shit had occurred or transpired. So, but overall, beautiful woman, very attractive to me, in my opinion.
No, that's fair. You said what you said, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's the only thing that counts is your opinion.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She was cool, man.
That's fair. I think she's a very beautiful woman too.
She all right.
Mo, he's just you are wild. You are wild. Well, Jonathan, tell us what did you learn, if anything? What did you learn about yourself when it comes to dating and just interacting with women from this from this experience, Mo? That was just
Don't worry about Mo. Okay, what I learned was to learning. I'm still learning to be more open, to be more vulnerable, and
okay.
just speak what's on my mind. I know that sounds very simple and cliche, but
Mhm.
just from the terms that I heard on the show, like I heard the term Jonathan, are you reserved quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And once I heard that once, twice, three times, I'm like, well, baby, obviously these strangers are seeing something in me that I'm not seeing in myself.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how to be less reserved and just more. I'm very cool, calm, and collected, but
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to like getting back in a relationship, it's it's
Yeah.
a little rough, a lot
Yeah.
of dirt, a lot of dry dirt right there. But I'm learning though.
I
Be
think
more open, be more yourself, huh?
I said continue being you. You're gonna draw what's for you if that's how
Absolutely.
yeah, keep doing that, man. Don't
I ain't
man.
worried about shit, my brother. I ain't
Ain't
worried about a damn thing, man.
wrong with reserve.
I hear a lot of negativity on Instagram, but I hear a lot of respect when people who recognize me out in the
Yeah.
streets.
There you go.
Nobody's ever disrespected me that see me on the show. I've heard I did well. I represented well as a black man.
There
I'm
you
hearing this from men and women. So, despite what the internet says,
Mm-hmm.
like nothing will bring me down to that level. Like I'm too confident in myself.
There
You
you
know,
go.
That's
fuck all that shit. I'm sorry to curse, but I don't have time. I just don't have time. So if somebody walked up to me today and said, I hate you on that show, I would say, thank you so much. I appreciate you for watching. Let's take a
yeah.
picture.
People
Either
always
they can say yes or say no. So
there's always going to be people that don't like you and do like you. But I would just say, because I feel like divorce is one of the worst things that you can go through as a It's difficult, right? God is good to give us second chances, and there's always redemption. But it can be very hurtful, and it can also be very difficult to really trust again and really give your heart to somebody else again. So I would say it's good to take your time. I like what you said about just just getting back into you. And then I actually agree with Mo. Like, there's nothing, if people say you're reserved, that's not your tribe. So some women would I personally think that I appreciate a more reserved man. I don't want the loudest, the one that's always doing everything, because that's just not what I would want. When I think of a husband, I think of someone that I would want to be with or stand beside or even stand behind. I don't want the loudest dude and acting crazy, because usually that's the one that's the weakest link. So reserved is not a negative thing. It's just all about just being authentic. But I think that a lot of times when you do go through making sure that do go through a divorce, making sure that relationship is good with your child's mother is really important for your
mhm,
child. And that's really
mhm,
the most important thing. And
mhm,
then we worry about ourselves and get ourselves together after we think that after we know that our child is good. So I love the fact that you're focused on your son and just take your time. I'm sure there's a lot of women sliding in your DMs being 6'4" in chocolate, sir. But
There you go.
take your time.
I don't know all that, man. I haven't had. You know what? People told me that would happen. A few have. I'm just gonna follow you back, be nice, but
Okay.
not like to that extent. What you're saying, not to that
Ah,
extent.
I'm sure I see y'all are throwing a party. I'm sure lots of women are coming out. Is there anything that you could say attracts you? Like what would you say if you're out someplace with the guys and you guys see a group of girls? What automatically attracts you to a female if someone wants to get your attention?
What attract me for one? There's a bunch of women over there, bro. They looking good. They fine. Okay, shit. Hey, bro, let's go. Let's
Right.
go mingle, bro. Let's go see who we like. Introduce
All
yourselves
right.
to each other. I'm a
Yeah.
feet guy, so I'll be right here with you. Hey, how you doing? Are you good?
We saw
Okay,
that
nice to
on
meet
the
you.
show.
I'm a feet guy. I'm a feet guy.
I forgot
So
that.
if the
Yeah.
feet are not done, it's a no for me. It's
Okay.
just a no. White toes, they get me every time. I'm a sucker for feet, but a good smile,
Okay.
somebody who can just who are not standoffish. Just hey, just meet you. How you doing? Don't feel like being pressed.
Okay.
And overall, let's have a drink. Let's have a conversation. Where you from? What do you do? No cliche questions, but we're in that type of setting. So yeah, it's a bunch of women over there, bro. Let's go introduce ourselves, bro.
That's fair. Like a bunch of women would attract me, just women. April says that you remind her of the dude from Snowfall. I guess that's Damson. And I get that. You get that? Have you gotten that before?
Like once or twice, maybe 3 times. But I get more so Lance Gross than anybody else.
I can see
a whole lot. I got him last week. I was like, I don't look like that nigga. I don't even look like me, But I get it a lot though, so I take it as a compliment.
Yeah, both of those are a compliment. We just want to receive God's blessings. We don't. Those are good things. Those are good things. Well, Jonathan, we appreciate you hanging out with us and sharing. Any last minute things that you want to say? Any regrets that you had on the show? Anything that you really, really enjoyed that they didn't give us a chance to see on the show that you want to share with us?
Well, the only thing I really regret is just that whole me and Alexis situation. I felt I could have got a little bit further on within the season. We got a reunion show April 5th in Dallas, Texas. Season 9, we're putting it together, me and the guys. It's going to be a great time. I hope you guys can come out. Hopefully. We'll figure that out later on. You can follow my Instagram, Jonathan Lamar _. Same as Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. Same as TikTok. And see what I'm doing out there, I'm pursuing acting right now. I think I'm gonna do a very good job with that.
Okay.
And yeah, man. Yeah. I appreciate you guys having me on. This is my 3rd interview, so a little nervous. Did not know what to expect, but
no, we had a good time.
You guys being respectful and just accepting me for who I am.
Yeah, you had a good time, right? It's easy. It's easy breezy here.
Yeah. So
all right.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
We look forward to the reunion, and we do reserve the right to have you back after the reunion. If we see something that we need to have spin the block and talk about, we will definitely reach out to have you come back. But thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you. Mo, thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, folks. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see y'all guys next time, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Peace.
All right. Man, all right. Well, that was good. That was a good Wednesday conversation.
It was.
What you think about everything?
Nah, I'm always like, he was one of the brothers. It ain't too many brothers I didn't like there. I just called out some stuff that I saw, but that's the thing I told you. I seen him like, it was points where I was like, he kept it real. What I thought
he did.
And he didn't. He stayed on the path, and I was like, you got to respect it.
Yeah. Okay. So Friday we got Dominique, right?
We do.
You guys tune in Friday. We're gonna have a good time. We got Dominique joining us for now after this pajama jam.
Man,
we'll see what else happens. But I can't wait to hear Dominique's feedback on his time. All right, are you ready with your dating tips now?
No, you're supposed to go first. I'm gonna go second.
Okay. All right. So my dating tip actually is kind of okay, girl, watch Love is Blind, and we're gonna come back and talk about that because trust me, we need to talk about it. Okay. This we need to talk about it. So watch it, see Rochelle come back, and we're gonna do our review after the reunion. But my dating tip actually kind of connects with what Jonathan was saying. I feel like, and I've done this wrong. So I will say that, ladies, I've done this wrong. I'm speaking out of what I know from doing it wrong. When you are meeting a guy and we're talking about like just dating, like the first few dates, let's say no more than 3 dates, because we a lot of times like to ask about the person's past. When a person tells us about the past, a lot of times we make disparaging comments like, well, why'd you do that? Well, you probably da-da-da-da-da. So what I'm asking you to do, ladies, is something that I wish I had done and that I am learning to do. But I mean, it doesn't really matter now because I'm almost 4 years in on a marriage. But one thing I wish I had done is not listen without responding negatively to his past, right? Because number one, you're going to be able to see what we do. I understand that we do that because we are trying to protect ourselves from ending up like the collateral damage of the women that he's had in the past. But really, a lot of times we're so here and we need to be more here, right? Because if you listen to him, if his behavior hasn't changed, you're going to be able to see that. The problems are sometimes we see the behavior hasn't changed, but because we want the person to be what we want to fix them, we try to argue with them about what they should have done in their past, hoping they won't do that to us now. That does not work. That does not work. So what I'm asking you to do is, we know we're smiling. We know we're, making sure that we're feeling good, smelling good. We're positive. We're not talking about work. But we also, if he shares something with you, just allow him to share and listen. Be a listener. If he asks you your opinion, give him your opinion. But it's not important to kind of go and basically defend the women in his past, because that, first of all, it's gonna make him shut down, and it's gonna make him get defensive. And then most importantly, it's gonna make him feel like he can't tell you anything in the future, right? So he's gonna shut down and start to automatically build those walls up, because you really want to be able to have a partner that feels like they're comfortable talking to you. So listen, again, this is something that I got wrong and I learned after the fact. But I'm telling you, it's right. Now, if he's telling you things and you see behavior that's bad, and you see that he hasn't learned from it. Like for me, if he's telling me all my exes are crazy, I'm figuring out how I can ghost him for the next time. And I said that ghosting was wrong, but I ghosted people. But that was how I moved. Any man that tells me all their exes are crazy and all they have nothing to say about how they contributed to that, I automatically just think that's not a person that I want to date, because that's a red flag to me. So when I see a red flag, as opposed to arguing with the man about it, I remove myself from the situation. Because really, dating is not about you convincing him to like you. It's about you figuring out if you like him. And he can figure out his stuff on his own. It's not your place to make him like you. It's not necessarily his place to make you like him. You get to know each other and you figure out if you guys are a fit. And if he's not, it's fine, because the next one is coming and that's not for you. So don't argue with someone about their actions in their past specifically. Listen, take it in, and just watch.
You getting good at this advice stuff. I like, see, you ain't give me none of this advice.
I did too.
Give me none of this shit back in the day. I've probably been married now.
You always tell me that I told you right. You try to take it back.
Due to the circumstance. But if she does this, Mo, this is not good, because that was very, very good advice. I like that. You good at that. All right. My advice is, and this is a mistake that I've made.
Okay.
Fellas, when you're going up picking these dates, stop dinnering these women to death. Pick an activity. Switch it up. I would dinner a woman to death every day. Activities. But when I started to go on activities, then I started to see more of her character and started to see more if we gelled. A lot of times you can get fooled by the ambiance, right? You do go to a nice place, and it might feel like you're having a good time because you're in a good space, but you have a good time with this person. You see what I'm saying? We can get fooled by the bells and whistles and all this stuff, or the ambiance of wherever you're eating at, but it's really about you too. And the best way you could do that is pick an activity. I done did everything from dart throwing to, I want to go axe throwing. Pick an activity, go-kart, if it's the fall, pumpkin patch perhaps. I don't know, apple cider, whatever it is that you want to do.
I like all those things. Those are good things, yeah.
But pick an activity. If you do the dinner the first time, maybe second, but don't do 3 dinners in a row, brother. I'm telling you. Don't dinner.
Horseback riding, Mo, we're doing that.
Horseback riding, parachute jumping, indoor, what do you call it?
Skydiving. You can scuba dive indoors. You know what we did that actually Adrian said he enjoyed the other day? He brought it up and I did not know that he was going to remember it.
What's that?
We went and picked strawberries.
Sounds kind of gay, but okay.
I picked the day and I told him we were going to go pick strawberries. They gave us a bag and we went, and he's from the country, so he used to grow stuff like that. But I used to always take my kids to do that. What?
Hold on. He used to pick strawberries?
No, but he used to grow plants and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And he had a garden when he was younger because his family lived on a lot of land. So I told him we are gonna go, and they give you a bag, you pay a certain amount, they give you a bag, and you pick strawberries.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I know he didn't pick that, but I can tell you did. But that's good. See, what I would do it for woman proposals, but I'm not picking that. But I don't. That's not bad.
Yeah. He said he liked it. He was like, "We got to go pick strawberries again."
See, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm not picking strawberries.
Maybe not.
Okay. Oh, and the other thing is, pay attention when you do go on these dates, activities, or dinner, how she treats the staff. Because eventually that would be you. Pay attention to that. She kind? Is she patient? Is she pay attention to that? Because I've learned a lot doing that, and I at first I didn't know, but I started to pay attention, start seeing the pattern. And what I've learned is, whatever it is, if she treats the people kind and good, and she says thank you, she's patient, so on and so forth, then she'll be that way with you. But if you see her being mean, snappy, I remember, you know how they come through and they refill your drink or whatever. I seen the girl, we're talking, she just went like this, shook her ice, and I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? I thought that was a little mean.
Yep. Thank you, Mimi, for bringing that up. She said, not tree hugging Mo, clowning your husband for picking strawberries.
I didn't clown him.
You judged him. You judged.
No, I was saying that wasn't his idea. I know it wasn't his. I didn't clown him. I said I would pick strawberries if somebody else proposed it to me. I'm not be like, out of the blue, let's pick strawberries, blueberries. That's what I see. Y'all be twisting stuff.
You said it was gay.
No, if he came to it and was like just out of the blue, never picked strawberries before, and then he proposed, then I'll be like, But now he can pick strawberries because it was a thing. I'm just saying off the rip, it just far from the left of a man to like idea to pick strawberry, unless he grew up on a strawberry patch field or something, wherever they go at. Yeah. Y'all always twisting stuff, man.
We didn't twist it. You just didn't articulate yourself well.
Because last week I said what's the girl on Clay and B in what's the girl AD, and I just didn't find her to be an attractive woman. I told her to mind her business in another way, and then people like, well, she deserves love too. I'm like, what? How you get this to this?
They do that all the time. They tell me that you see the comments where they're telling me that I'm not giving you your Christal. Stop being mean to Mo. You have no problem with those comments.
No, I don't. I even stuck up for you sometimes in those comments. I was like, I didn't get that. That's not what it was. She does the better. But
that is what it was. DeQuisa, you said mind her bald-headed business, and you had to apologize for that.
See, I wasn't even going to repeat that. Now, see,
I forgot what it was.
To be and y'all repeat negatives.
We do have to stop calling things we think are not masculine gay. I agree with that, Rose. I agree with that.
If I get outside and start jumping double dutch right now, y'all gonna say something about me.
Well, some women aren't. It's a different time.
See what I'm saying? So
it's a different time. It's a different time.
Y'all tripped on my tree huggers. Some people call me a liar. Some people in my DM send me a bunch of pictures of trees. What the fuck?
People are like, Christal, Mo can be a tree hugger if he wants. Stop telling him he's not a tree hugger. I know this man.
Nobody. Here's the thing, and let me clear this up too, damn it.
Here we go.
If I tell you something that's untrue, I am a liar, right? So if I hug a tree, am I not a tree hugger? This is simple. Like I'm just
Okay,
maybe
let's put this to bed. I cannot believe this is back
not
up this week.
on this again.
No, in the way that I meant tree hugger, that's not you. Now, if you mean a random guy that occasionally will wrap his body around a tree, then yes, you are a tree hugger. But I meant the lifestyle of a person that's a tree hugger.
I
Not
take things. I meditate. I listen to affirmations every morning. So I take a few things that I need and I borrow. I take a few things from here and I mix it up to me. That's it.
I'm not arguing that. We're fine.
And I wear jewelry while I'm doing it. So what? Somebody will say you can't wear designer this and do that and other.
Well, if I say that I am a Betty Crocker, then I am a domestic, then you accept that as well.
Christal, come on now. Now you take it.
Wait a minute. No. How come if I say that and I do some domestic things?
Once again, you are an habitual line stepper. You always step over the line.
No, if you're a tree hugger, then I'm a domestic. And that's and are.
Well, fine. Be the you tell me about a sale that's going on right now. Tell me, what was the last domestic item you purchased? Other than food.
I mean, what do you mean? I mean, toothpaste, lotion?
Have you furniture? Had you
I mean, obviously I have a home, I get furniture.
I said, when's the last towels perhaps? Facebook.
Are you saying I don't purchase towels?
No, I say you do that, but the real domestic women, you're too busy. There's nothing wrong with that. Christal, you're gonna have aid in a minute.
Do you guys see the hypocrisy? The hypocrisy here. He is telling me that he is a tree hugger because he hugs trees occasionally and meditates. And I am saying I cook. Because I do certain things, then I am a domestic.
When's the last thing you baked?
I baked a cake a couple of weeks ago. I bake.
What somebody's birthday or something?
No, I just baking because we have a good time here. We enjoy our meals, you know.
All right, man. I hug trees from time to time. That's all y'all need to know.
I bake from time to time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me as a domestic is Mo as a tree hugger. It equals. It's like A plus B equals C.
You are domestic then. You are regular. What's that white lady went to jail?
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. There you go.
Yep, that's what I wanted to hear. Yep, I agree, Rose, but I'm gonna let him have it.
Rose, you mind your business. We don't
quit telling people to mind their business. Smo. So we got Dominique on Friday. Okay, Friday, and then we've got to do, so when the Love is Blind reunion comes, we got to go through all this because we've got to get on that show.
Watch it, y'all. Watch it. It's on Netflix right now. I just saw it today. Very interesting. I'll just say that.
Yeah. And there's more from AD, the fallout of AD. We talked a little bit about it earlier in the show. The fallout with AD and Clay. Heartbreaking, but I want you guys to watch it and then come back and let us know what you think could have gone differently. We understand that everybody wants him to have done it sooner. Should he have done it right after the pods? Right when she walked out and he saw her? When should he have done it?
Did you see the other thing where she was talking to the girl and she was not minding her business again?
I did. I did not like that.
I was like, mind your business.
I did not. I thought she was out of pocket. I was like, why is she?
Thank you. I thought I was okay. Thank you.
No, I didn't like that. I thought that was bad. All right. So we're also going to get Mo back on the dating train. That's happening. Yep. We want you back on the dating train because I need to be able to have some content to enjoy.
See, that lets me know you purposely are going to do something. See, This is already bad. See?
No. I just want to enjoy. I want you to enjoy. We want to go. The weather is getting warm. It's about time to go horseback riding.
That it is.
Yeah. Zuri is ready.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. It was a fun show. If you enjoyed it and you have not shared it, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with your fingers.
Like, share,
liked and shared this. Make sure that you share this because I really want people to hear what Jonathan had to say. Let us know what you think about in the comments. Let us know what you think about Jonathan if you enjoyed his interview. We're coming back with Dominique on Friday at 10 o'clock, right after Ready to Love. Well, actually an hour after Ready to Love goes off. Tune in with the two of us. We'll see you guys then.
There it is.
All right. Bye.
All right, y'all.